fight news really quick. So there's a lot of rumors out there. Let's just spell a couple of them. First and foremost, are you retired?
I am not retired. I'm actively training 5 days a week, and I'm in the UFC's drug testing pool.
Great. And what's the status of the fight at the White House?
I don't really know. It's kind of out of my control right now. I'm training for the event. I'll be ready for the event. That's my goal. That's my intention. But ultimately, it's up to the boss.
Jon Jones, Dana White, the White House. 3 names you never expected to hear in the same sentence, let alone in a controversy this wild.
Jon Jones is the youngest champion in UFC history. Yoda's in trouble. It is all over. Jon Jones remains the UFC light heavyweight.
The UFC's greatest of all time has just sent a direct, defiant message to his boss, Dana White, after an incredible public snub. We're talking about a 1 billion to 1 shot, a complete shutdown from the UFC president himself. But Jones isn't backing down. He's training, he's ready, and he wants a spot on what could be the most historic fight card in history. What's really going on behind the scenes? Is this the end of the line for Bones, or is this the setup for one of the greatest comebacks we've ever seen? Stick around, because the story is way more complicated than it looks. Let's rewind a bit. This summer, the MMA world was buzzing. After a long absence, Jon Jones had yet to defend his heavyweight title. And then, without warning, Dana White made a shocking announcement. Jon Jones was retired. White declared that with Jones out, Tom Aspinall, the interim champion, was being elevated to the undisputed heavyweight king. It seemed like the end of an era. But almost immediately, Jones pushed back. He wasn't retired. He was still in the UFC's drug testing pool, and for a very specific reason. Rumors were swirling about an unprecedented event, a UFC fight card at the White House, hosted by President Donald Trump. This wasn't just a regular fight. This was a celebration of America's 250th anniversary. The stage would be huge, and Jones wanted in. Then came the bombshell. Dana White addressed the White House event and the potential fighters. And when Jon Jones's name came up, White didn't mince words. What do you think Jon could do in the next couple of months that would make me trust putting him on the White House card? I already said I don't trust him. I would not bet on it. If I have to make odds, it's 1 billion to 1 I put Jon Jones on the White House card. Ouch. That's about as clear a message as you can get. White was referencing Jones's long and troubled history. Multiple run-ins with the law, failed drug tests, a past that has always loomed over his legendary career. White's trust in his greatest fighter was gone. So how did Jon Jones respond to this public dressing down? With a clear, concise, and powerful statement. He doubled down on his plan. At the MTV Video Music Awards, Jones spoke directly to the cameras. I am not retired. I am actively training 5 days a week, and I'm in the UFC's drug testing pool. When asked about the White House card specifically, he didn't make demands. He simply stated his intentions. I don't really know what's going on. It's kind of out of my control right now. I'm training for the event. I'll be ready for the event. That's my goal, that's my intention, but ultimately it's up to the boss. This isn't the defiant, aggressive Jon Jones of old. This is a fighter who understands the reality of the situation. He knows his past has cost him trust, but he's not giving up. He's doing the only thing he can, staying ready. But Jon Jones isn't the only superstar eyeing this historic event. Another name has also been thrown into the mix. Conor McGregor. Just like Jones, McGregor has his own complex history of legal issues. But the Wall Street Journal reported on the incredible perks of this event, and McGregor was quick to voice his interest. We're talking about fighters warming up inside the White House, ceremonial weigh-ins at the Lincoln Memorial, fireworks, and a massive light show. This isn't just a fight, it's a spectacle, a piece of American history. For a fighter like McGregor, who lives for the spotlight, this is the ultimate stage. And what about the heavyweight title? The man who now holds the belt, Tom Aspinall, is a phenomenal talent. He's set to defend his title against Cyril Gane, the same man Jones beat for the belt. Could a victory for Aspinall set up a future showdown with Jones? It's a fight the fans would love to see. The stage is set. Dana White has drawn a line in the sand, but Jon Jones is standing on the other side, training and waiting. Will White ever trust Jones enough to put him on this historic card? Or is this the final chapter in the complex, frustrating, and incredible career of Jon Jones? Only time will tell. But for now, one thing is certain. Jon Jones is not retired. He's just waiting for his billion-to-one shot.